Zen Legacy is a co-op game for 1 to 4 players. You are mages fighting to save your home from terrifying monsters. Take a player board and write a name for your character. This will be your character for the next 10 or more hours. Early on, you'll be weak, but after certain chapters, you'll unlock bonuses that you'll choose to fit your style. At the top are your breaches. You start with an open breach. The others need to be opened. I'll explain that in a bit. The Aeon Zen series is a type of game called a deck builder. You start with pretty basic cards and use them to either attack or gain better cards. Spells need to be attached to a breach and trigger the following turn. If attached to a closed breach, you must cast it. If attached to an open breach, you choose whether to cast it. Aeon Zen Legacy gives players a special starting card with a cool bonus. This, like the boards, also will be customized as you play. The Nemesis is the big monster you'll be facing. Each Nemesis in Aeon Zen has special rules, decks, and/or unique powers that hurt you, and/or Gravehold. Gravehold is your home. If it's wiped out, you all lose. In Aeon Zen Legacy, you battle these in a certain order. Some cards will grow in power, some will be removed from the game. I want to avoid spoilers, so I'll just stick to showing you Maelstrom, the first Nemesis. One unique thing about Aeon Zen is the turn order deck. It has every character's name and 2 Nemesis cards. Depending on player count, you also use the wild card. The turn order deck is shuffled at the start and again when emptied, meaning each round has a different order. Players have their areas and the Nemesis has theirs. Keep Gravehold's health tracker nearby. In the middle is the supply. Your Aether will be spent to buy these cards. Gems give you more Aether per card, relics tend to be support cards, meaning help an ally, and spells usually do damage. When you buy a card, it goes on top of your discard pile. When your draw pile is empty, do not shuffle your discard pile. The order you buy things stays the same. This is the other big unique thing about Aeon Zen. There's a trick though. Because spells can be cast in different orders and cards from your hand can be played and activated in different orders, you can manipulate your deck order that way. Some support cards and spells allow discarding and deck thinning, meaning discarding weaker cards, to help. On the other hand, some nasty enemies will also force you to get rid of cards, usually powerful ones that you need in order to win. You win if the Nemesis has no health or its draw deck is empty and its area has no minions and powers. You lose if all players or Gravehold have no health. Play cards, shape your deck, plan wisely, work as a team, and grow to be powerful breach mages. That's Aeon Zen Legacy. Our dining table is 7 feet by 3.5 feet, and we need most of it for Aeon Zen Legacy. The Aeon Zen games are huge. The box is 60 minutes, and that's surprisingly doable. Our games last 75 to 90 minutes, including setup and takedown. Expect to spend at least 10 minutes doing things other than actually playing the game. The decision-making and teamwork, plus maximizing Aeon Zen's cool no-shuffle deck building, means this shouldn't be played by kids under 10 unless they're really experienced with games. There's lots of reading and narrative. Younger kids might not understand what's going on. Plus, some players, especially younger ones, might find the monsters scary. In Chapter 3, we went back and forth with the Nemesis. We'd be in control, then get hit hard for a while, then switch back. The end for both it and us was in sight, and we had to shuffle the turn order deck again. There was a good chance that whichever card came up next ended things. It was me. I lowered its health, but not enough. Then the Nemesis came up. We survived. Dad was next, and he finished it off. The art and graphic design in Aeon Zen are great and easy to follow, and Legacy is no different. The cardboard is sturdy, and the stickers are good without being so fiddly that a mistake permanently ruins things. Games are tense and can go right up until the end. You might think you have no chance, but the turn order deck helps you out. Of course, the other way around also happens. It can be annoying in a game that is so strategic. The nemesis goes twice in a row, then 2 more times. Then me, Mom, Dad, Weld, and then 2 more nemesis turns? Come on! I'll talk about this more in the next section, but I like the legacy parts more than I thought I would. Choosing upgrades and new cards made me want to jump right into the next chapter. I love the fact that your breach mages and other components, aside from a few things here and there, can be used with all other ANZ stuff. So many legacy games are one and done, but this means you get to keep using it. There's also a reset kit if you want to replay this one or have even more breach mages to play with. Analysis paralysis, or IP, means you freeze when you need to make decisions. If you're like that, don't even think about playing this. It's no fun for other players if someone takes 5 minutes every time they're thinking about gaining a new card. The legacy parts between rounds will also take forever playing with people who have AP. When ANZ Legacy arrived, I was like, Legacy? I didn't like the idea of permanently changing a game and ruining its components at all. I still don't love that part, but it's awesome that so much works with the other ANZ games. Speaking of the ANZ series, this takes all, or most of, the good things about the earlier games. The specialized deck building, the challenge, and mixes strategy and tactics, and adds a story where you're slowly gaining the power needed to stop these giant monsters. If you've never tried ANZ, this is a great starting point to discover one of the best, if not the best, deck building games.